Speaking of people desperate to leave, Great Britain, they've been trying to Brexit the EU for 3 years now, but every time an agreement has been reached, Brexit hardliners have derailed it over something called the Irish backstop, which is not, as I assume, the nickname for a Dublin pub floor. No, it's a customs agreement to make sure there's no hard border dividing Ireland from Northern Ireland. The inability to come up with an agreement on this issue caused the resignation of former Prime Minister and woman not amused by her bubblegum necklace, Theresa May. Brexit is now in the hands of new Prime Minister and midlife crisis Draco Malfoy, Boris Johnson. Upon taking office, Johnson promised to deliver Brexit with or without a deal, which might be a problem, because a no-deal Brexit would be an economic nightmare and lead to food and medicine shortages in Britain. That is horrible. Not only will they be without medicine, they're going to have to start eating British food. Either way, there is going to be a lot of spotted dick going around. Look it up. But yesterday, in the House of Commons, they debated a bill banning a no-deal Brexit, and while Johnson was up giving a speech defending his plan, a member of his own party walked over to sit with the opposition, costing Johnson his one-vote majority. What was that? Can you imagine? Whoa. Can you imagine?
Come on.
What on earth was that like for Johnson? Oh, this is going quite well. I think people are really liking my speech. That one guy's even giving me a standing oh, no. In retaliation, Johnson is kicking all 21 of the conservatives who voted against him out of the Conservative Party, including Nicholas Soames, who is the grandson of Winston Churchill. That's like the Vatican kicking out Jesus' cousin, Steve of Nazareth. Why he's got a beer. I don't know why he has a beer.
What about the wine?
I don't understand that. Yeah, it was water before, and then he turned it into an IPA. Now, these lawmakers bucking their own party to stand up to an unnaturally blonde man with terrible ideas gives me hope. If they can do it, maybe we can too. We can too. Great Britain is always ahead of us with stuff like this. They elected a woman head of state in 1979, and we didn't do that until possibly someday. And standing up to a no-deal Brexit isn't the only way that I'm jealous of the British. Here's the Speaker of the House of Commons calling for order during yesterday's debate.
Point order! Order! Very rude for members. Order! 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 I say to the Chancellor of the Duchy that when he turns up at our children's school as a parent, he's a very well-behaved fellow. He wouldn't dare behave like that in front of Colin Hall, and neither would I. Don't gesticulate, don't rant, spare us the theatrics, behave yourself, be a good boy, young man, be a good boy.
Why can't we? Why did we ever rebel against them? Just think of how our lawmakers could sound instead of, this appropriations bill will undermine our already dangerously neglected infrastructure. We could have, order! 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 Now don't be daft about this proposal, you tollywogging git, or I'll tell your grandmum what I really think about her jammy squares. Now, be a good boy, Donald. Be a good boy. Go squatty on the potty. We've got a great show for you tonight. Joseph R. Biden.